Meditation 6. Conversion, the first step of returning to God. The Christian is called to daily conversion, each day to die to self and to live more for God. Let us always remember in this task to ask for the help of our good guardian angels. They are our most intimate ties to God. They will know how to educate us, that is to say, to direct all our faculties to seek God and to love Him more than anything. Let's learn to trust in their intercession so as not to oppose their good influence. The role of the angels in our conversion. Sin is a diversion from God and a disordered attachment to what is created. What is created is not bad in itself, but it becomes bad if it takes first place in our life. That position should only ever be occupied by God. Because we are damaged by original sin, we are easily diverted in this way. We are a bit like a car whose steering wheel is distorted and which always tends to turn to the left. It's therefore constantly necessary to rectify the direction of travel. And this is what we are called to do when we convert. We alter our direction of travel so that we are aligned to God's will, which sets us on the path to heaven. Conversion is therefore not a unique moment, like one big drive. It's the effort we must make in every moment to be constantly renewed. It is often said that it is the first step that counts. But in conversion, the step taken after the first is as important as the previous one, because it allows perseverance in conversion. Put simply, conversion is to renounce Satan and to choose God, just like the good angels. How do we convert? We do this by choosing God, by putting Him above everything, and especially the evil that we have committed. This is the fundamental choice that is asked of us, as it was asked of the angels at the time of creation. The good angels recognized this primacy of God and of His will. The others wanted to put themselves above God and became demons. Conversion is a radical choice. We cannot serve two masters at the same time, as Jesus Himself tells us. The rite of baptism underlines this. Before affirming his faith and his attachment to the thrice holy God, the catechumen renounces the demon 3 times. But this choice of God is a struggle. God wrested us from the empire of darkness and transferred us into the kingdom of His beloved Son. By sin, we are not only distant from God, but prisoners of the devil. To renounce sin and the devil is to tear away from them both. And it's an expensive tear that requires strength. A bit like tearing off an old plaster that hurts because it's firmly stuck to the skin. That's why God helps us through His angels to live this struggle. Angels are intercessors and mediators of divine aid. It is, of course, the grace of God that converts us, which brings us back to Him. But God likes to enable His creation to share in His work. He does everything, but not alone. He converts us, but not alone. First of all, God asks for our cooperation, our free yes, without which he cannot convert us. But God also brings in the angels, who dispose our hearts to the graces he is preparing. A bit like a military mission is often successful because the reconnaissance work has been done well, the equipment well prepared. Take the example of the good thief. Angels certainly helped him to uncover the secret of the innocent man Jesus condemned to death next to him. But they did so with a look so sweet, with words so full of comfort. What appeared too harsh to the other thief was certainly facilitated by the angels for the good thief. In every conversion, there is an extraordinary work of invisible but intense preparation by the angels. The angels are educators of our spiritual life. They watch over us. To convert is to turn away from sin and become attached to God. But then you have to persevere, to stay centered on God. If our spiritual life is not nourished by the presence of God, by prayer, by asceticism, by training, our victory in converting to God will be short-lived. After conversion, the angels are also our educators to remain in God. They help us transform the attempt by attenuating, by weakening the memory of past sins. They do it by stimulating our attraction to the good and by diverting occasions of sin. This protection of the angels can be given for free and forever, as was the case with St. Thomas Aquinas, to whom 2 angels girded a belt which gave him perfect chastity. But more commonly, it is because angels are frequently invoked that they assist and educate us. What is our disposition in relation to the angels? We should request their intercession, but not object to their good influence. We must therefore renew our faith in the real, effective, and expected action of the angels. Real, because though we do not see them, they are present around us. Effective, because they are active arms of divine grace. Expected, because the angels are awaiting us to ask them to act more effectively. We are called to live and love in the presence of God. But do we think of saying at least once a day, but ideally in every difficulty, "My holy guardian angel, watch over me and convert me"? What particular role do the angels play in our conversion? Angels give us the meaning of God, to give back to God what is due to him, to adore God and to sing his praises. Jesus reveals it to us in the gospel. "Do not despise any of these little ones," said Jesus, "for I tell you, their angels in heaven constantly see the face of my Father who is in heaven." While we live on earth, we sometimes act as if God does not exist. Angels live perpetually in the presence of God. So they do what we should do all the time, all our lives. Praise, worship, and serve God. But they do it not only for them, but also for us, to make us enter their prayer. At Mass, for example, and especially at the time of the offertory, when we are distracted and think very little of offering our efforts, our intentions to the Lord, the holy angels stimulate us in our mind and our thoughts, so that we are more present to God. Put yourself in the presence of God and live by his presence. Do the will of God. We are not alone in our path to God, and this is good news. Even if we don't see them, our angels are there to push us to conversion. By perpetually doing the will of God, because angels can no longer sin, they are an example and above all a force for each of us. Because we don't see them, we don't use them very much. And that can mean our life can become a big mess. Imagine a pilgrimage to Chartres without the logistics that allow us to arrive on Monday in good condition. Water, food, prepared bivouacs, doctors. All of that would be chaos. This is our life if we do not think on calling on the holy angels to support us. Let us take advantage of this meditation to make us more present to the angels who protect us. And they will help us to make ourselves present to God and to his divine will. Let us pray the prayer the angel taught the children of Fatima. My God, I believe, I adore, I hope, and I love thee. I ask pardon for those who do not believe, do not adore, do not hope, and do not love thee. My God, I believe, I adore, I hope, and I love thee. I ask pardon for those who do not believe, do not adore, do not hope, and do not love thee. My God, I believe, I adore, I hope, and I love thee. I ask pardon for those who do not believe, do not adore, do not hope, and do not love thee. All holy angels of God, watch over us.